My name is Tori, better known as Storytime with Tori Time. I am doing a low buy 2025, and this is my 6-month update. I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on what the last 6 months have been like. I'm just going to talk about what I've learned, what I think I have failed at, my successes, all of that. And after talking about that, I am going to show you all of my empties because along with the low buy, I'm also doing Project Pan where I'm trying to use up all of the products that I have. So the first thing I want to touch on is my relationship to money. Throughout my low buy, it has changed quite a bit. The thought of money was just constantly consuming me. And so yeah, money just has felt like it's lessened its chokehold on me, and thank God for that. Since I've taken away the option of spending, it has lessened its chokehold on me. It's still there, it probably always will be. To not have it constantly in the forefront of my mind, let me tell you, it has been quite enjoyable. One thing though that has not changed too much is my relationship to thrifting. So if you watch any of my other videos on my low buy 2025, one of my big goals this year was to go thrifting once a season. We have been through winter, spring, and now summer, 3 seasons. I have gone thrifting 5 or 6 times. It's disappointing. And that sounds like I've gone thrifting a lot, and I kind of have, but I was going thrifting like every other weekend. And when I was going thrifting, I feel like I wasn't even liking the stuff that much. It was more so like I just really wanted to thrift. I wanted to spend money, and so I would. I could go thrifting every single day and not get bored of it. There are a few reasons why I allowed this, because when you're doing a low buy, you think you have it all mapped out and you're like, these are the rules, this is what I'm going to do. But when it comes down to it, something is always going to come up. It's so like situational based. It's hard to put rules on top of things when life isn't always going to abide by it. I can't say that that is exactly what happened, but I wanted new furniture, so I allowed myself to thrift for furniture and not look at clothes. But then I'm like, I'm still thrifting. I'm still getting like the dopamine hits. So I'm like, is this even okay? And for a while, I was disappointed with myself for allowing myself to do all of this, because I'm like, girl, like I'm weak in the knees, stand up. But I will say that my thrifting trips this year have been different compared to any other year I've gone thrifting, because I want to be a conscious consumer. And so when I thrift, that's at the forefront of my mind. So that is like a new life skill I picked up, is critical thinking when it comes to thrifting, because I lose my mind when I'm thrifting. Before I purchase anything, I ask myself so many different questions. Am I actually going to wear this? Does it actually fit? And I know that sounds like a weird thing to ask yourself, but it's true, okay? Because sometimes you can overlook the fit of it because it's cute. What is the material like? Is it stretchy? Is it buttery soft? Is it itchy? Is the skirt too short? If it's a fun piece, can I actually style it? Am I actually going to wear this? I ask myself so many questions because I just really want to make sure I'm making smart purchases. The balance of it is a little tough for me because I like to try new things. So it's like getting those standout pieces every once in a while. Negative over thrifting. The positive though is that I have been a more conscious consumer when it comes to thrifting. And being a conscious consumer is something that takes a lot of practice and a lot of thought. I feel like I'm on the right track with that. A win is a win. Next, I want to talk about mending and sewing. One of the most sustainable practices anyone can do is fixing what they already have. Instead of throwing out a t-shirt that has a little hole in the arm, you repair it, so then you can get years and years more of wear out of it instead of throwing it away or donating it. Thus far, I have put out 3 mending vlogs, and I cannot tell you how much fun I am having with it. I wanted to do this to be more sustainable, but I can't believe that I found a new hobby. I'm not that great and I don't have a sewing machine, but YouTube videos are out there, and that's a great way to learn how to do things. And I know you can get a sewing machine at your local library. I'm just waiting until the right one ends up at the thrift store. It hasn't happened yet, but soon I know we will find each other. I am so proud of myself for picking this up because, girl, not to show off, but let me tell you, I fixed holes in my shirts and leggings, sewed cups into one of my see-through tank tops, upcycled a crew neck and did some patchwork on it, took some length off of a pair of pants. It's actually the pair of pants that I'm wearing right now, so look at me getting use out of it. Love her. I took in the top of a dress. I took off a few inches off of one of my other dresses and a few other ones. And through all of this, I'm learning so much and I'm having so much fun with it. Just trying to be sustainable, and it's been fun to learn this new skill, which I feel like I will have for the rest of my life. Not to be like sentimental, but it's so fun, and I've messed up quite a bit. You live and you learn, and you just keep trying. Okay, now onto the topic of food, which seems like a weird one, but my goal this year was to be better with my groceries, which sounds like common sense, but I swear to you, It's not. It's always easier said than done. I have not ordered food to my house since February, but I will say yesterday, my roommates and I had a lot of tough work on the house and we ordered Panda Express and it was so good. So that means this year I've ordered out a total of, I think, 3 times. If you would have asked me a year ago, it would have probably been 3 times 2 weeks into the new month. Which is embarrassing. It's something that I've really wanted to work on. I've wanted to cook in more, and girl, I have been. It's not like I'm making Michelin star meals, like not at all, but I have like my go-to meals and I'm getting a lot out of my groceries. I'm planning my groceries a lot better. I'm using up all of my groceries. I finish everything before I go grocery shopping again. And I'm allowing myself to eat out, but also just trying to cut down on eating out in general. And so that has been good. To cook in your own home, to eat the meal like right when you want to. It's so much cheaper. It tastes so much better. I feel better. And in my 3-month mini update, I talked about how grocery shopping is a life skill, and it sounds like, okay, girl, yeah, but it really is, because you can do it good or you can do it poorly. When I was grocery shopping, I refused to get any sweet treats, but guess what? I love a sweet treat. So then when it came around to me wanting a sweet treat, I would like go to a bakery and spend so much money on stuff, when if I just got the sweet treat when I wanted the sweet treat, I would have spent like $5 instead of $35, giving myself grace and allowing myself to have treats and have fun stuff, but also like still getting vegetables, still getting stuff that I know I will actually consume. I only go grocery shopping whenever my groceries run out. I used to go on a weekly basis, same day every single week, but now I'm like, oh, that was just kind of a routine. It wasn't something that I needed to do. I go when it needs, and if it doesn't, I don't go. I'm very much a routines kind of girl. I love my routines. I really try to stick to them. It makes me feel sane. So that was one of the routines that I had to learn. I can just go whenever I need to. I don't have to go on a weekly basis, the same day every single week. We're all still learning and growing. This is our first time on this earth. We're doing the best we can. Kind of going along with that and the thrifting, I learned that balance is key. I always make my own coffee at home, but if I have a thrift day with the girlies, I'm going to go to brunch. I'm going to get the little coffee. It's good for the soul to spend time, and like, I'm not going to prevent myself from having these experiences and these fun times just because I'm on a low buy. Like, I still want the social interaction, but I can just be smart about it, you know? So the balance truly is key with the low buy. But I've been trying to balance my checkbooks. I don't know, that's probably not the right saying, but I started a Google document of all of the money I spend starting in January all the way up until this very day. Each month I want to see how much money I spent. Whenever I open my banking app, it's never a surprise how little I have in there, because I know, because I've been keeping track of it myself. It helps keep me accountable, what I'm spending, how much is going out, where it's going. And so that has been so eye-opening. It's been tough, but it has been really good. I realized that from spending a lot less money, I was able to build up my savings a little bit. Nowhere near where I want it to be, but any bit helps. And anything that I'm not spending recklessly, I've been trying to put into my savings. All these years, I could have just been smarter about spending and I could have been building up my savings account. Is a tough pill to swallow, like one that I don't want to even think about, but it's true. These are the consequences of my own actions. So that kind of sums up all of what I've learned, the pros, the cons, the negatives, the positives. So now I'm going to show you my empties for the past 3 months, because I did do a 3-month mini update. I'm doing Project Pan, which is essentially using up all of your makeup products until you hit the pan on it, especially before you repurchase. And like I said, with most of this stuff, is that not common sense to use up what you have before you buy something new? And yes, in theory it is, but in practice, it really isn't, okay? We're shown all of these products. We're made to believe that we need these new things. It is still a personal responsibility to make smart decisions, which is what I am currently trying to do. Here are my empties from the past 3 months. Someone commented on my 3-month mini update, I think, or it was my original video talking about my low buy 2025. And someone was like, you use like a lot of deodorant. They were like, am I just using not enough? And I'm like, I think I'm using too much. I think I have not found the right deodorant that works for me. So I just like kind of overdo it a little. But that was like the funniest comment I've ever read. Okay. I went through one shampoo shampoo bottle, 1 bottle of CeraVe. I went through 2 different deodorants and I hated it. It's the Invisible Dry Spray deodorant, 2 different Mighty patches from Hero Cosmetics, the blemish patch, and this is just the regular invisible patch. Okay, next, I completely hit the pan on this e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow. It looks like there's a lot left in here, but there's really not. I even took out the stopper in this to try to get more, but it was just so dry in it that it couldn't really spread anyway. And the last empty I have is actually a pen. I have tons of pens and markers and all of that, so I'm trying to use up any of that before I purchase more because I've purchased so much. So this is also part of my low buy. I did not repurchase this, did not repurchase a pen because I already had an extra one. I did not repurchase this, and I did not repurchase my e.l.f. glitter because I already have so many glitters. I'm just gonna use what I have. I did not repurchase this because Amazon accidentally sent me too many of these, and I did repurchase my shampoo. Here's the empties for the first time I did it, and then here's the empties for the last time I did it, and then here are the empties now, just for a comparison. Instead of making it something that I borderline dread, I'm trying to have fun with it. Like this eyeshadow I have on, this pink, it's a blush that I've had for over a year, and I don't care about expiration dates. Okay, sometimes it does matter, but mostly it doesn't. I'm trying to have fun with my makeup, trying to use what I have throughout the next 6 months. I'm going to try to rein it in a little bit because I got a little crazy with the spending. It's okay. I'm learning a lot. The positives are my takeaways from this. For the next 6 months, I cannot wait to keep using up all of my products, my makeup, my lotions. I'm just excited to see what else I'll learn in the next 6 months. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is really important to me. It means so much to me. Everyone in my life knows this because I will not shut up about my low buy 2025. Okay, see you next time. Bye.